It's no secret, HYDREIGON is one of the most powerful Pokemon to come out of the latest expansion. Not only is this Pokemon extremely threatening on its own, it does something unique for the darkness typing. It generates energy. TYRANITAR is hungry. Today's deck combines TYRANITAR with HYDREIGON in a list that enables almighty 130 damage attackers back to back. The ideal lead is T-Tar, who can soak up all the free energy HYDREIGON generates to begin unleashing with Buster Tail. Once TYRANITAR goes down, HYDREIGON comes right in, making it so our opponents have to deal with monster after monster. We also play one copy of Darkrai to enhance our damage output further. May and Copycat helps us find our pieces, while one copy of Lily heals them. This is definitely one of the most fun decks you can play this expansion. Two behemoths whose synergy leads to absolute destruction. What Pokemon should we go next? You do so. Leave a comment down below and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free. Free is good. Have a solid day. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Here we go. Shoutouts to Lucky Cat for this deck. It looks like a lot of fun. We got double rare candy with Dino and you already, as we're facing water. So we're gonna lead off with Larvitar actually. With this hand, all we need to do is find HYDREIGON, and then we just start blasting them. Effective immediately, we can start blasting them. The tackle will allow us to get the prior damage to put it at range for our Buster Tail to finish. So that's the game plan right then there. Okay, Suicune, but not Greninja. Gyarados. We do have Copycat and we do have May. Two very good top decks, given we drew this Pupitar right here. It is May Gyarados. Are they gonna just build it up? Yep. Okay. Ah, you're kidding me. That was such a good hand. No. That was such a good hand, bro. We can still hope for a Copycat draw here. God, that was too good of a hand. You're kidding me. No, don't give him the Misty. Okay. Copycat, please. Copycat to me. Copycat to me. What do we drop here? Let's think. What do we drop? Do we drop the Dino? What are we better off having? Like two Tyranitars, right? Because we can transfer a lot of energy from one to another. Come on. Copycat. Now's the time. Okay. Now's the time. Copycat, come on. Okay. Well, it still works anyways. We have one Zweilous and one Rare Candy in the deck. We have a lot of cards in the deck, so hopefully it just doesn't hit both of those. Yes! Let's go! Yu-Gi-Oh! The board's complete, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna hit them for 1,000,000. You hear me? I'm gonna charge this so I can rack up the power afterwards with Darkrai. I'm gonna buster them. Got him. The power! The absolute power. You can heal all you want. I hate you for far too much. I hit you for $1,000,000,000, bro. You can't take this. No deck can tank this. That is just as good as dead. Oh yeah. That one felt good. That red card was nonsense. Oh, that red card slowed me down so much. And we found the pieces. That's the thing, like, that's what's deceptive about this deck. Like, I really, really liked it when I saw it because it feels like you're trying to build up a lot of pieces, but once you do complete those pieces, you have these non-EX attackers that swing for so much. And it's just like 130, 130, 130, and then you have the Darkrai pings in the back giving you even more. Like, once it gets going, it's really powerful. The tricky thing is getting to that point, right? But even though they did disrupt us, they had a slow build up, and thankfully Misty didn't get its way. It's just a dope deck. I think you guys are gonna like this one. Round 2. Going first, Water again. We have Larvitar into Pupitar with that. As we face off against Water, let's lead off with the Larvitar. Ooh, Pidgey. Pidgey, okay. We may just use this Larvitar as a sponge. Because now all we need is, we could have waited one turn, but I think they may just be willing to evolve here. Maybe I jumped the gun with the copycat, but yeah, it turns out it would have been better to do it after, because I would have been able to evolve here. Placing the energy on this is probably a mistake. Definitely a misplay, right? Let's see if we can top take a rare candy. Yeah, I should have put my energy somewhere else. Well, hopefully they get the reverse of that next turn. With Lily, we can theoretically survive 2 hits. We just need rare candy. Rare candy does it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we got all the basics we need. That is the worst possible top deck we could hope for. They definitely have Ilima. Okay, so we need the rare candy. We need the rare candy now. Okay. Check this out. We roar in unison with HYDREIGON. And then we energy plunder with TYRANITAR. And just like that, we get to strike again. And force this Pidgeot to retreat. Effective immediately. Okay, no Ilima. I was expecting Ilima here, but you gotta retreat. No, you just don't. They just don't do the math. And that's the power we have here. Back-to-back attacks. Back-to-back 130 damage attacks. You are done, and you didn't even bother to think about it. They just did not use their head in the slightest. Boom. I did make a misplay though. Putting the energy on the Tyranitar is something I should not have done. I should have placed it somewhere else because that way I wouldn't be vulnerable for the Pidgeot taking it away. It's just kind of like instinct, right? But I should have spread out my energy towards the HYDREIGONs instead. So I could send the Tyranitar to the front, tank the hit, and not worry about the Twister doing anything. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. What do we got? Darkness. We have that. We have that Dino lead. With the HYDREIGON going first, this is really good. So much so that we don't mind them like hitting two of our Pokemon in the bench. We're gonna go ahead and place them anyways, encouraging them to put the energy onto this. It's because we're going first and we have that HYDREIGON immediately. Now it's a little bit concerning. I'm gonna do this. They red card us, drawing us more cards. So they can copycat us. And they got double Rocky Helmet. Well, that was kind of desperate. And we found all our pieces. I see no reason not to do this though, because my Tyranitar can live a hit from HYDREIGON anyways. So I can get rid of this one. And then evolve into my HYDREIGON after. They still haven't scored a point. So I expect them to draw into the HYDREIGON now. But our Tyranitar can tank it. Our T-Tar can tank it. There it is. The final boss. Yeah, we just went on the offensive. When you're going first, like, HYDREIGON is very tempting because you can just blast through them. But we're gonna make use of our Tyranitar's HP, and so we don't succumb to Cyrus, taking away our energy. We're gonna do this. We're gonna roar Unison, and we're immediately gonna take all that energy. So Cyrus cannot take it away from HYDREIGON, because if we leave it in HYDREIGON, then all they need is a Cyrus, and they just halt us completely. I could have just... Could I have killed them? No. I don't think so, right? Or maybe I could have. Maybe. I think I actually had them with HYDREIGON, maybe? Like, I just sent the Tyranitar to the front. Yeah, I just wanted to play Tyranitar. Actually, I did have him, right? Like, I could just evolve into HYDREIGON and kill them. But that would have been a lot more boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, that like, I tunnel vision there. I mean, I knew no matter what, like, they couldn't win. Like, I knew that with that line of play, even if it was one turn slower, like, I knew that they just lost, no matter what. Okay, but that was a bit of a derp. Okay. Fighting. Well, we have a HYDREIGON enabled going first, which allows us to run right through Silvally. I haven't seen Silvally in a minute, actually. I'm gonna try to find basics first. So I'm gonna play the Professor's Research before going for the Pokeball. We find 2 Pokeballs, which is really neat. There's the Larvitar and maybe Darkrai? No, double that is good. Drop you here, drop you here. Very solid opener for us. Plume Fossil, okay. Yeah, we're gonna shut that down. With the monster that is HYDREIGON going first. You know, they get a high roll, but I can't complain with this opener. Change of plans. I think I'd rather just sweep him. I think I'd rather just sweep him, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want them to see it coming. I want to surprise them with this. I want them to commit the energy on Silvally. Yep. And now we run right through them. I kind of wanted to keep on the Larvitar, but you know. So I could get the... So you get that going. I'm gonna hold on this HYDREIGON for the time being because I got all I need. For my surprise TYRANITAR out of nowhere. With 160 HP, ladies and gentlemen, against a deck that just does not hit tall enough. And we took down one of their Sylvallies. They need a rare candy. I just wanted them to invest that energy on that Sylvalli and then just plow them. Absolutely dunk on them. When you find your pieces quickly with this deck, oh my god. Because the difference between this and HYDREIGON is this guy does not take damage. He just once he has the energy, he's thick, man. 160 HP. It's not easy to deal with. Pretty much nothing. Almost nothing. I mean, there are exceptions, right? But meta relevant ones, like nothing one hit KOs it. And then we have the HYDREIGON in the back. That's why it's better to lead off with the TYRANITAR, because you have the HYDREIGON in the back. You can follow up with after that. This is a cook for sure. All right. Who's our victim now? This time we do have the Larvitar lead. We have a May that we can use potentially. Oh, it's another Sylvalli deck. It is another one. Okay. So I want to go for the May here. Interesting. So we drop these two. And we play you. And then we're gonna aim for a copycat next turn. They're dual energy. Interesting. They hit us good. So we drop this Larvitar. We go for the rare candy onto you. And then we copycat for a powerful draw effect here. Okay, just need that rare candy. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Darkrai? No Darkrai. Gorgeous. Double Sylvalli. Magby. So I guess they just run random energy. It don't matter because we're ready. Oh, we're ready. We're not gonna trigger HYDREIGON's ability again because it gets one KO'd there. We're gonna go for the Professor's Research in case we find our Darkrai. Which it seems like we do. That's all the pieces, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we need. Just for good habit, you know, place the energy in the Darkrai. And then soak it all in. And now we got the power, ladies and gentlemen. And we got that Lily in case we need to activate HYDREIGON again. Without losing it. Because we would take 100 damage. And now we have a monster of a sweeper. With Darkrai in the back, we're dealing 150 damage every turn. Like, we are unstoppable. They are so... Their HP stats are way too low. Way too low for us. Is that regular Altaria? Omega lol. Yeah, I'm just gonna Lily. I'm just gonna Lily, bro. Because I want my T-TAR around. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. That's it. We just obliterate them. Absolutely obliterate them. Ah, oh, meu Deus. They should try to sing. That's like their way out of this. Like, I don't know why they didn't try that. They could have gone for that. That was a way out for them, but no, sir. They just took it. Ah, this is cool. Going second. What do we got? Some darkness. Wheezing. We do hit them super effectively. But I'm not sure I want to hit them anymore. Let's go for the research first. We don't actually want to copycat ourselves. We want to May because we have double rare candy already, and that's like the hardest thing to get here. We do manage to barely live here. Now we may. Ah, we somehow failed to get it. Okay. So let's drop you. We keep the second Larvitar because we're gonna lose this one. We navigate around death. We don't give them the free kill with the poison. Now they do get it anyways. But we do send Larvitar to the front because if we tap the T-TAR here, we can just focus on one-shotting them. We're gonna copycat here. Find another dino. We rare candy into this one. And then we copycat them. Our objective is simple, to ride this Tyranitar for 2 kills, and then once they send Darkrai, we combine our HYDREIGON onto Darkrai. For the kills, which means we have to place the energy on this HYDREIGON now. Well, to be fair, we'll just trigger this. Because they can't kill us anyways. Because if they Cyrus my HYDREIGON in the back, my T-Tar ends it. Yep. They didn't have energy to actually kill my Tyranitar and do that. I was thinking about it because if they could have done things a little bit differently. You try to send the Darkrai back, but they just didn't have the time. We applied tremendous amount of pressure there. It's just really strong. Like the Absol was definitely a nuisance at that point. But yeah, like that's where you miss something like Cyrus. But I do agree that Lily feels a bit more important because we could always top deck Lily to avoid, you know, having our HYDREIGON be as vulnerable, right? And we were in the makings for another one. Like we had like a couple of turns to draw into Lily, which would have prevented us from putting ourselves in that position, so we could attack with our HYDREIGON twice. Yeah, this is one of those cases where it's a deck that it works out better than it looks initially because it has so many pieces, right? But once you complete those pieces, it's the Pokemon themselves that do the work. Like you don't need that many supporters. Once you complete that board, you just have it all. You have this endless onslaught from non-EX attackers that are only giving your opponents 1 point, and they're dealing 130 damage, and you're adding 20 on top of that with your Darkrai as well. Really dope synergy. Let's give it up. Another round. Water. Okay, we have the Larvitar lead. We want to be leading off with Larvitar generally over Dino, even though going first, it's very tempting to do otherwise. And because we see Pidgey, we are going to avoid placing energy on the Tyranitar. We just directly counter that way. So let's go ahead and drop double Dino. Because all we need to do is find double Manaphy. Okay, all we need to do is find yeah, they're building that up. Is find Tyranitar because we already have the Pupitar. Beautiful. So we do this, we do this. We don't place the energy on the front, no sir. We charge you up. And we're good to go. And any energy that the Pidgeot steals from us, we take it back. And we got the Lily, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's a beautiful draw right there. So we do this here. And we plunder. And we got that Lily, so we can survive 2 hits from that. I'm already gonna trigger this. Because they could go crazy and take away a lot of energy from me. Bring in the Mega. There it is. I'm ready. I am ready for your Twister. Your Twister, though, your Twister will combo, that don't mean shit. I can replenish everything you take from me. Absolutely everything you take away. Flip 3 heads. It just made it easy. You just made it way too easy. That's the saddest will I've ever seen. This Lily, though, ladies and gentlemen. This Lily right here. I'm gonna keep that Larvitar in there. For now, we're just doing this. Healing you up. Bustering you down. Yeah, Lily's definitely the card. It just makes sense with Hydreigon. It makes sense with everything. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the Kaijus come for you? The hell is that Pidgeot gonna do against a Tyranitar? I'm a rock type, bro. That's... I was ready for like the highest over. Just want to clarify that. I was more than ready. But you know, sometimes it's just Pokemon Pocket. It's extra easy. Outta ya. They play Will and they flip 1 hit. That's why I don't like the idea of playing Will with Mega Pidgeot. I think Will actually makes more sense with regular Pidgeot, the new Pidgeot, which I think is a really bad card. Like, even though I made a video on it, it's probably like the worst deck that I made this expansion. But Mega Pidgeot doesn't really need Will. Mega Pidgeot, you know, most often, I mean, you can play it, but it's hard to justify it over other cards, right? Like, Mega Pidgeot can benefit from a lot of cards. Even stuff like Ilima is potentially quite useful, even though you have to restart the energy buildup. But the idea of having Ilima, like, I wouldn't play it as a 2-of, but as a 1-off, as a failsafe for a Mega Pidgeot deck, does actually make sense. Makes a lot of sense because you can save yourself from like a Cyrus Wind. There's a lot of neat stuff you can do with it. But that was pretty straightforward. Let's go for a final boss. Here we go. Final boss. Here we go. What do we got? More darkness. Lots of darkness today. But we have the Larvitar lead with the T-Tar and Zweilous. And there's the Absol. So here's the thing, because I take minus 30 from attacks, I can actually use this Pupitar to guard press them. Even with the Rocky Helmet, I will survive the next hit. So we don't find Hydreigon, unfortunately. Because I already have the rare candy, I don't need the Swilus there. But if I find that, I can bring you in. And I can bust her tail. If they want to hit me with the Hydreigon, they're never going to be able to build up the Absol by doing that. I have enough HP to survive Hyper Raid. They've already used both of their Rocky Helmets here. And I've held my Darkrai to not allow them to ping it for 2 points. So if they go for Roar in unison, there's nothing they can do to like avoid putting themselves out of range. Even if they heal here. Because I have Darkrai, it doesn't matter. They Sabrina me. And I let them take my Hydreigon away. I let them kill my Hydreigon. Because T-Tar is all I need. Because my T-Tar is already ready. And my Darkrai is not vulnerable to the Osiris because I held it in hand. How many, yeah, I'm just gonna, I mean, there's no reason not to drop this. You're up against the clock, brother. You're up against the clock. The moment you retreated that Absol, tried to get cheeky. And now you ain't got shit. Not only can you not hit me immediately, I put you at range to just die from this. Oh my god, we're absolutely dominating the actual meta version of this. You're done. You are absolutely done. Pun intended, by the way. They can't even like knock me out. My boy's too thick. My boy's too powerful. Here's what they do need. They need another rare candy Hydreigon here. Got him. Destroyed them. Oh, that felt good. That felt neat. Shoutouts to Lucky Cat for the deck. Really, really great cook, honestly. Big props. Really good. I didn't change a single card. Like a lot of times when I take decks, I try to find ways to improve them, but every single card here makes sense. Like even though sometimes you miss that Cyrus, like there having Cyrus wins us the game, but I feel like Lily comes into play more often than Cyrus. So it would be nice to find a way to fit one Cyrus here, but a lot of times like the moments in which that's gonna actually come into play are not really that much there. While Lily is really important. I heard like a, it's just, yeah, I heard like a sound, like a boop. But yeah, really fun list. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Have a swell day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.